Hey guys, Sean Bougie, surplusfundsriches.net. And today I want to talk about why everyone is calling you a scam when you're calling them trying to retrieve surplus funds on behalf of claimants. So there's 5 main reasons for that. And I'm going to use my cheat sheet here. Number 1, you're relying on texting. It's how you communicate with people that really matters, guys. There is no way to make a text sound like anything but a scam. You sound like the uncle from Saudi Arabia that has $1 million for this guy, right? So, or they've won the Irish lottery, okay? There's no way to make that work. If you're gonna text, it should only be used as a backup or a follow-up to a phone call you made and or a voicemail that you left. In addition to that, this is part 1 still, it's the communication, right? In addition to that, you have to mail them. You have to. People aren't picking up the phone. Yes, they're going to read your text, but they're going to think you're a scam. You've got to mail them to get that credibility built in. You have to be able to approach them in a way that they're going to respond positively to. Just texting people is a mistake, okay? Second thing is you're using social media. There's no real way to use that. Now, it's fine if you want to use that as a way to kind of figure out where they are and plug that into your skip tracing system. But trying to friend a friend of this person and therefore somehow gain credibility and all that, that only makes you look shady. Okay? Social media is tough to use. You have to use it correctly. If you're trying to use it to get in touch directly with these people, that's probably a mistake. Number 3, you have no internet presence. They're going behind you to figure out who you are. Guys, it's really easy to put a page up. I mean, easy. There's free hosting out there. There are free templates out there. Get an internet presence because they have to be able to search behind you. They're going to look at that when you leave a voicemail. They're going to look at that if you do a follow-up text. They're going to look at that if you send a mailing. So you have to have an internet presence. Now, obviously, with our partnership programs, National Surplus, Premier 16, you don't have to have that because we're the ones that are doing the retrieval and we're paying you a large commission for that. So you've got to have that internet presence. Next one is you're not researching debt. And a lot of people give me heck for this. They go, hey, I don't have to research debt right away. I want to get in touch with the person that's on the list and I want to just see if it's even viable and then I'll go from there. I'll check that at that point. Okay, here's the problem with that. First of all, you've got to know if the people are alive, okay? And you have to know if that person, so that's going to be skip tracing. But you also need to know if that person actually owned the property. The name on the list might not have been the last owner prior to the sale. Sometimes people do quit claim at the last minute. Some people think it's a end run around the foreclosure to stop the foreclosure. It's ridiculous. But anyway, you got to know if it was the right owner. Also, if there was additional debt against the property at the time of the sale, that debt has a priority claim to the overage in front of the owner. So for instance, we recently put one together where my case manager called and they said, yeah, we talked to somebody else. We haven't made our decision yet. But they said it was $120,000 and you're saying it's $74,000. She said, yeah, you've got $44,000 in an equity line that has a priority claim in front of you, and that's going to have to be paid off out of the retrieval, and then you'll get the rest. And they said, well, why didn't the other people know about that? Well, because they didn't research debt, and because, in our opinion, that's not very professional because they're giving you false expectations as to what's out there. We got the deal because we researched the debt, and we knew what we were talking about, and that poor schlub that was trying to put a deal together without researching debt is out of luck now. Research your debt, okay? That was number 4, researching debt. Number 5, you're not telling them, and I've said this before, you're not telling them where the money is or what it was created from because you've been taught to call them, say, hey, I know where there's money that's owed to you. I'll tell you where it is when you sign my agreement. That sounds so shady. It's unbelievable. So I've got to sign away my interest in something before knowing what created it or what it is. Yeah, I'm going to see you later. That's what you're going to get. You're going to be called a scam. Now look, we teach you guys a couple things. First, real quick, we teach you guys how to research and do all of this on your own We also give you the option for partnership. Our National Surplus Funds Program and our Premier 16 give you partnership options. The National, all you have to do is go get your own list, research debt, fill out our paperwork, our title worksheet with that, turn it in, we do the rest. We find them, call them, put the deal together, hire the mobile notary and the attorney, and pay you 8% of the gross, the total amount held by the court, when we get it out. The other one is a Premier 16. We give you 16%, but higher commission, more work. In addition to researching the debt, you've also got to find them and call them just to make sure they're the right person and they're willing to speak with us. We negotiate and do the rest. Find them, call them, put the deal together. And by the way, we give them 10% of the gross amount being held by the court up front within 10 business days after we get the contract back. We give them that as good faith money, and as you can imagine, that makes us a heck of a lot more competitive. Now, also January the 1st, 2024, for one day only, we're going to launch the Surplus Mentorship Triple Play. This program is going to give an hour of mentorship to get you across that goal line. It's going to give you 10 free skip traces. It's going to give you free lists, and it's going to give you 3 different methods to go after it. It's going to give you the structured buyout method I just mentioned, the one we use. It's also going to give you the assignment method, which some states allow, and the finder method, basically being a registered finder in the states. All 3 of them. It's even going to go into hiring VAs to help you. I know a lot of you guys have accents that you're afraid people are associating with telemarketers. I get it. Also, it'll help you bootstrap, because those can be a cheaper way to get people on the phone, and I get that too. Everything's included, an initial PDF with all the methods, everything that I just talked about, as well as a link to a resources page with exceptional video training. That's going to be $397 for one day, starting 10 a.m. Eastern Time on January the 1st, 2024, going through 11:59 exactly p.m. Eastern Time on the 1st, January 1st, 2024. Guys, I appreciate you looking at this. If you have any questions, no kidding, I'm available 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pre-purchase questions, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday, 704-791-9398. Thanks, guys.